Hi, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. And salutation to all our out there pushing the truth and all truth and sincerity diligently throughout the four corners. Alright, I'm the brother Shamar Moth, and alongside me I have the
brother Ramak.
Alright, to bring a edifying lesson in the Lord's will through spirit power, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Alright, the blessings that are coming to the elect, man. Okay, and that's the topic that we are to always keep in our mind, because in this fight, all right, the fight sometimes may get worrisome or whatnot, but we gotta always remember that there are promises coming to those that are chosen of the Lord and those that are set for salvation, and we are to constantly pray. Our scriptures already tell you pray without cease. All right, but we are to constantly pray and ask the Lord to have mercy upon us, so we may be a part of that number, so we can receive those blessings, man. All right, so with that being said, Lord's will go get some precepts to edify the point, and we're just gonna do it through spirit. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30, and I start at verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy power have driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, that thou and thy children with all thy heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy power has scattered thee.
Right, so the book of Deuteronomy, just like all the other books of the law, it's not only a book of the law, but it's also a book of prophecy. Because the Lord is saying, after the blessing and the curse come upon thee. Because that happened to the nation of Israel. We had a time of blessing, a time of prospering, when King David ruled, when King Solomon ruled. But then since then, our people sinned, so therefore the curses came upon us. But since all over the world right now, the Lord is waking up his people, the Lord is promising us that the Lord is going to turn our captivity now. He's going to turn our captivity. He's going to gather us. He's going to give us our kingdom back, man. He's going to gather us from all the places which he has scattered us.
That's right. Verse 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the othermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And that's beautiful, man, because you look at it, man. Who's the one who scattered us, man? The Heavenly Father, man. And he actually said that he's gonna do what, man? He's gonna gather them, man. And I'm gonna hold off real quick. I got a quick precept to go back that. You know what? I'm gonna go get Matthew 24. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. All right, and I'll start at verse 30. And then shall appear. Alright, because when you go into this, Matthew 24, when you start at the beginning, it tell you the signs that Yahushua gave to his disciples, man. Alright, and in verse 29, it tells you of the said perils, that destruction that's to come, right? And this is verse 30, because at the same time when the destruction comes, there's something coming as well, man. Verse 30, Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angel with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another.
That's right. The Lord is going to do that for his elect, because it's time for our captivity to be over with, man. And we sin as a nation, but the Lord is showing great mercy unto us, because to fulfill the promises made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers. Right. So one of the promises was to the nation of Israel is that you're going to be scattered if you don't do these laws, statutes, commandments. But the promise that's made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob going to even trump that, because the Lord is just going to gather us, man. He's going to give us a kingdom that's promised to us. That was really promised to us since the foundation of the earth,
That's right, that's right. Let me get this real quick, because this one, I should have read this instead of Matthew, but Mark 13 and 27. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth, and to the uttermost part of heaven. And that's exactly what Deuteronomy 30 said, man. That the Lord is going to gather his man.
That's right.
Wherever they be, He's going to fetch them, man.
That's right.
All right. The scriptures tell you in 2nd Ezra that the Lord is going to require that number, man. He's going to gather all the elect, man. He's not going to leave one hanging or one of those, see the movies where the kid, hey, I missed the bus. The Lord not gonna do that to his elect, man. He gonna get everybody, man.
Right.
Ain't none of his elect gonna miss that bus or that train or that flight, man.
Right.
Okay. Back at Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 5. And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Right. The Lord's going to do good unto us and multiply us above our fathers. We're going to even have it better than the time of King Solomon.
Right.
Or King David. We're going to have it better than the time of Adam and Eve, man. The earth is going to be rich, man. And it's all going to be for us, man. It's going to be ours, man.
Verse 6. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
Right, and the Lord started that off when He sent His only begotten Son Yahushua to come and die for our sins, because He kicked off the New Testament that's really going to come into full effect when He come and deliver His elect, in which He's going to change our bodies and give us that blessing so that we can't sin against the Lord no more. He gonna make it to where we can only do things that's pleasing in His sight. We can't sin anymore, so that He can just keep pouring out all type of blessings upon us for all time and forevermore. You know, that's the blessings that's coming unto us. I got that Daniel for you. This Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High, the power of heaven, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
Yeah, it's not going to be left to other people, man. To further prove the point that what, man? The promises is only given to the nation of Israel, man. Because if it was left to other people, then the Lord would not have put it there. He would have said the promises would have been left to the whole world. All right? The Most High is not a man to confuse anybody, man.
Right.
That's right. Okay? So if he's not going to leave the kingdom to nobody else, then you need to consider in your own mind, all right, and go through scriptures, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. You need to go figure out who the Lord had promised those promises to, that He not going to lead to nobody else, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
And most of the time, all you probably got to do is this. Then you're going to see those people. You're going to see the name Israel.
All day, every day, everywhere you go.
Israel. So it reads, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Right, and that shows you what? In Daniel's the 2nd chapter, we brought out fellowship when with that rock that came through. Because who's gonna be the spearhead and the head of that kingdom to come? That's gonna live forever, man. Yahushua, man.
Right.
And He that rock that was seen in the vision in Daniel the 2nd chapter that came down upon the feet, that was mixed part iron and part martyry clay, and destroyed the whole image, man. That whole statue, and set up His kingdom forever, man.
Right.
So all these other kingdoms is gonna get put down by the kingdom of Yasharallah, man.
That's right.
Headed by Yahushua, man.
Right.
Okay? And Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it. That follows, man.
That's right.
That's what the scriptures say, man.
It's time for us to get our blessing. Dang, we've been down for the longest. And our people, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those who scattered abroad, who don't know who they are, or coming back to know who they are, according to their heritage in the scriptures. It's time for us to get the kingdom, man. That was promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That was a promise made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. And for the Lord making that oath, you better be sure that it's going to come to pass. And we seen it come to pass. The Lord's about to pour out blessing upon blessing upon blessing upon us.
That's right.
That was it with that. Dan, you got something?
Yeah, I got Isaiah 45, and I start at verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Alright, so we're gonna be saved, man, with the everlasting salvation, man. Yahushua gonna come through in them chariots, that fathership, alright, along with the other chariots, alright, the whole host of heaven, alright, to wage war on this wicked society, man. And those that were calling on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, alright, they're gonna be delivered, okay? And guess what, man? Everlasting salvation, baby, everlasting life. We're gonna live forever, man. That's nothing to be ashamed of, man. And can't nobody confound us believing in that, man.
Right.
Because that's what the scriptures say.
You're supposed to believe in it boldly, too.
That's right.
You're supposed to know it's coming, because this is what the word say.
That's right. You got something?
Yeah, I got something. Read down a little bit. It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh. I change not, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord made those promises. He ain't changing, so we don't be consumed. The Lord got a promise for us. Now verse 7, even from the days of your fathers you are going away from my ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, says the Lord of hosts. When you said, wherein shall we return? Will a man rob the Most High? Yet you have robbed me, but you say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. Right. Because we went off as a whole nation. First of all, every single one of us, but the remnant, the elect, are going to return to the Heavenly Father. Verse 9, you are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. Right. So we going as a nation subject to these curses, because we robbed the Heavenly Father in tithes and offerings, man. And going off and worshiping other gods, you know. Verse 10, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. And prove me now herewith, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. So the Lord is saying, bring the tithes and offerings in it, and watch. He gonna pour out a blessing that we won't be able to receive it. And that main tithes and offering right now in these days is giving our bodies up as living sacrifices. Coming out here on the streets, man, putting off the old man. Putting that old man to death, and now the Lord has quickened us in the spirit. Now we come out on the streets and we throughout the week, man, making videos, doing this work for the sake of the elect. And watch, the Lord said He gonna give us a blessing. We ain't gonna be able to. It's gonna be so much, man. It's just gonna rain down upon us. Now, it's verse 11. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, and he shall not destroy the fruits of your ground. Neither shall your vine cast her fruit before the time in the field, says the Lord of hosts. And all nations shall call you blessed, for you shall be a delightsome land, says the Lord of hosts. Right, that's what's coming to us. Everybody gonna know that we the sons of the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father, He rules in the earth, He rules in the universe, and they all gonna call us blessed of Him. We gonna be a delightsome land.
I got
really?
This.
Yeah, that's it with that.
I got this. I don't know if you asked him after that.
Yes, we'll see.
Alright, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. Alright, and I'll start at verse 24. And it reads, abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness come, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hands shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth, and shall show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. Embrace thy children until I come, and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. And this is all that's promised to the chosen, man. That's part of the promises, man. Being able to have that strength and power when when all hell break loose, the heathen seeing all that strength and that glory within you, and can't do nothing. They just sitting there salty and hating like a mug, man. Okay, you having abundance and they ain't having none.
And that's what you get. That's the blessing that you get for serving the Lord, man. Right. The Lord is going to show everybody that. He's going to show you why you're supposed to seek Him, you know? And even amongst the nation of Israel, because 2/3 won't seek Him. So He's going to show their ass, all right, y'all ain't want to seek, y'all going to get destruction. Right. But since we seeking Him, the Lord going to make sure we have married, that we be married and have abundance. My servant shall eat. My servant shall drink. My servant shall rejoice. You know? That's what we got coming for us in this kingdom. I got one more. I got one more. Revelation chapter 5, verse 9. It's one of my favorite chapters now, man. And they sung a new song saying, "Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation." Right? So out of every kindred and tongue, the Lord is going to gather his scattered Israelites that he scattered out of all of these people and redeem us back to the power who made the earth and the heavens and the sea and the stars and stuff.
That's great.
You feel me?
That's great.
Now verse 10, it has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Right? Because the elect are what? Joint heirs with Yahushua, pursuing the Romans chapter 8, right?
Salaki, can I say this too? That also shows you that the kingdom will be on earth.
Bang.
Guy. Go ahead, brother.
It says it right here. It ain't trigonometry.
Right.
Verse 11. And I beheld and heard the voice of many angels round about the throne, and the beasts, and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, "Worthy is the Lamb, Yahushua, that was slain to receive power, and riches, and wisdom, and strength, and honor, and glory, and blessing." Yeah, Yahushua died for all of that, for him to receive it, and not just him, but those many brethren, man. Those elect members with him, those joint heirs. That's what we got to look forward to. You know, that's why we're rejoicing, because we know that this is on the way for us, man. Lord willing, we endure to the end. You know, we keep believing that house of David, that 144,000, that elect body of people that's going to be saved by the Lord when he comes.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, hey, and with that, Lord, this is edifying, and we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect out there, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, Barakatham, Shalom.
Shalom.